Sorry! Give me your card now! No! Back off, kid!
A McDonald's showdown, a tale of lies, courage, and justice. Picture this, a quiet afternoon in the sleepy suburb of Willow Creek, where the biggest drama is usually a neighbor's rogue sprinkler or a heated debate over mailbox designs. But on one fateful Thursday, in the unassuming parking lot of a McDonald's, a single word "no" would ignite a firestorm that exposed deep-seated prejudice, challenged unchecked power, and transformed a community forever. This isn't just a story about a fast food run gone wrong. It's about a man's stand against entitlement, a teenager's courage to record the truth, and a town's reckoning with its hidden biases. Buckle up, because what unfolds will leave you stunned, outraged, and ultimately inspired. My name is Marcus Reed, a 52-year-old architect who spent nearly a decade in Willow Creek, a place where manicured lawns and friendly waves hide the occasional undercurrent of tension. I design buildings, but my real passion is building community spaces where fairness and understanding aren't just ideals but realities. My nephew, Caleb Monroe, is a 14-year-old bundle of energy and curiosity, the kind of kid who lights up when he talks about his latest school project. He's like a son to me, spending weekends at my place, where we've got a tradition. When he nails a big assignment, we celebrate with his favorite treat, no questions asked. That Thursday, the sun was casting golden rays over Willow Creek, and Caleb was practically bouncing in the passenger seat of my SUV. He'd just aced a project on sustainable urban parks, complete with a detailed model that took him weeks to perfect. "Double cheeseburger, no onions, large Coke," he declared, grinning ear to ear as we pulled into the McDonald's on Maple Drive. The smell of fries filled the air, a promise of a simple, joyful moment. But in Willow Creek, even the simplest moments can turn into a battlefield. As we stepped out of the car, a voice cut through the hum of suburban life sharp, entitled, and dripping with audacity. "Yo, give me your card." I turned to see Tyler Grayson, a lanky teen in a faded Batman t-shirt and scuffed sneakers, glaring at me like I owed him something. Tyler was no stranger in Willow Creek. He was the son of Sergeant Raymond Holt, a cop whose tough on crime reputation carried a darker edge, especially for folks who looked like me, black, middle-aged, and unapologetically present in a town that sometimes preferred its diversity muted. Tyler strutted closer, his eyes cold and demanding. "My mom didn't load my card. I want a double cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke." "Hand it over." I blinked, caught between disbelief and amusement. Was this kid serious? Demanding my credit card in a McDonald's parking lot? I let out a short laugh, shaking my head. "No," I said, firm and final. That single word was like flipping a switch. Tyler's face flushed red, his entitlement giving way to something uglier-ish. He stomped off, phone in hand, and within seconds, his voice rang out, shrill and theatrical. This guy threatened me. He tried to grab my phone and hit me. I'm scared. The words hit like a punch to the gut. Caleb, standing beside me, whispered, "He's lying, Uncle Marcus." The lie was so blatant, so calculated, it was almost absurd. But in that moment, I felt a chill. This wasn't just a brat throwing a tantrum. This was a setup, and I was the target. Minutes later, tires screeched, and a police cruiser roared into the lot, lights flashing like a warning. Out stepped Sergeant Raymond Holt himself, all broad shoulders and steely eyes, his uniform crisp and menacing. He didn't ask questions. He didn't check on his son. His gaze locked onto me, burning with a prejudice I could feel in my bones. "On the ground now," he bellowed, hand on his holstered gun. My hands shot up, palms open, a reflex of survival. I didn't do anything. I protested, but my words were swallowed by his rage. In a blur, he twisted my arms, the cold bite of handcuffs snapping shut, the metal digging into my wrists. The crowd, families, teens, onlookers froze, their murmurs turning to gasps. Caleb's eyes were wide with horror, his phone trembling in his hands as he recorded everything. "He's lying," he shouted, his voice cracking with desperation. But Holt was a wall, deaf to truth, driven by a father's blind loyalty and a cop's unchecked power. The McDonald's parking lot, once a place of mundane joy, was now a stage for injustice, and I was center stage, humiliated and helpless. Then, a voice sliced through the chaos calm. Commanding, undeniable. Let him go, Raymond. Detective Sarah Mitchell stepped forward, her internal affairs badge gleaming like a shield. Sarah was a legend in Willow Creek, a relentless force who rooted out corruption where others turned a blind eye. She'd been driving by, saw the commotion, and witnessed every second of Holt's overreach. Her presence shifted the air, a beacon of hope in a darkening storm. Holt bristled, his face a mix of shock and defiance. He attacked my son, he growled, but Sarah's eyes were steel. Funny, she said, her voice dripping with sarcasm, because I saw it all, and so did 5 other witnesses. Let him go. Now, she demanded Holt's body cam footage, only for him to mumble about a malfunction, a tired excuse that fooled no one. Sarah's lips curled into a knowing smile. Your camera worked fine at a traffic stop an hour ago. Try again, Sergeant. The cuffs came off, but the weight of the moment lingered. Caleb, still recording, nodded fiercely when Sarah asked for a copy of his video. As Holt stormed off, Tyler trailing behind with a venomous glare, the crowd's murmurs grew into a chorus of outrage. He didn't do anything, a woman shouted. That kid lied, called another. It was a spark, a flicker of resistance against a lie too blatant to ignore. That night, Caleb, with my cautious approval, uploaded the raw footage to his social media, titled simply, Cop's son lies, cop arrests innocent man. He didn't know it, but he'd just lit a fuse. Within hours, the video exploded, racking up thousands, then millions of views. News outlets picked it up, dissecting every frame. Tyler's entitled demand, my calm refusal, his fake 911 call, and Holt's gun-drawn aggression. Comments flooded in disgraceful, abuse of power, racial profiling, each one a testament to a growing fury. By morning, the view count hit 2.8 million, and Willow Creek was no longer just a quiet suburb. It was ground zero for a national reckoning. The fallout was swift. Sarah Mitchell launched a full internal affairs investigation, her reputation for dogged integrity making her Holt's worst nightmare. But the real bombshell came when Emily Carter, a former officer, walked into Sarah's office. Emily had been a rookie under Holt a decade ago, witnessing his brutal assault on a Latino teen, Miguel Torres, falsely accused of shoplifting. She'd written an honest report, only to be coerced into signing a falsified one under threats of ruin. But Emily had kept a secret, a hidden file with her original notes, audio recordings of Holt's racist remarks, and photos of Miguel's injuries. Her evidence was a grenade, shattering the department's wall of silence. The public outcry grew deafening. Protests erupted outside the Willow Creek Police Department, with signs reading, "Justice for Marcus," and "No justice, no peace." The community split. Some rallied for truth, others clung to Holt's law and order myth, exposing the town's buried prejudices. Anonymous threats began, silent calls, strange cars idling outside my house. Caleb faced bullying at school, but his resolve never wavered. We leaned on each other, bolstered by a community that refused to stay silent. I hired Laura Bennett, a civil rights attorney with a reputation for dismantling corrupt systems. She saw this as more than my case. It was a chance to expose a culture of complicity. The city fought back, their lawyers painting me as an opportunist, but Emily's evidence and Caleb's video were unassailable. Depositions were brutal. Holt, stripped of his badge, crumbled under Laura's questioning, his lies unraveling. Tyler's deposition was a study in petulance, his story collapsing under scrutiny. His mother, Karen Holt, tried to spin a tale of victimhood, but her credibility was in tatters. The city offered a meager settlement, hoping we'd tire. We didn't. Laura demanded not just compensation but reforms, anti-bias training, a civilian oversight board, and transparent body cam policies. Faced with a looming trial that would air their dirty laundry, the city folded. The settlement was substantial, but its real power was in the reforms it mandated, a blueprint for a fairer Willow Creek. Holt's fate was sealed. Charged with abuse of power and falsifying reports, he pleaded guilty, trading his badge for a prison cell. Tyler faced juvenile rehabilitation, including community service at Caleb's school and a public apology that forced him to confront his lies. Karen, once a PDA queen, became a pariah, her social empire reduced to whispers of shame. The settlement money funded the Caleb Monroe Justice Center, a hub for legal aid and civil rights advocacy. Its sleek design, born of my architectural vision, stands as a testament to our fight. Caleb, now 16, volunteers there, his quiet strength a beacon for others. I speak at events, sharing our story to inspire change, my purpose sharper than ever. The McDonald's on Maple Drive now bears a Murala vibrant tapestry of clasped hands, a glowing phone camera, and bold words. Speak up, record everything. Never give your card to a lying bigot named Tyler. It's a reminder of a day that could have broken us, but instead sparked a revolution. Willow Creek is changed, its shadows exposed, its future brighter because one boy dared to hit record. This story isn't just mine or Caleb's, it's a call to action. What do you think about the abuse of power and injustice in our communities? Have you faced or witnessed something similar? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Take a stand, voice your perspective, and let's keep this conversation alive. The truth, when spoken and shared, is our greatest weapon.